Another suggestion about time saving. Nobody cares what your grades are.
Right.
Okay? I'm about to lose some people off the screen. They're like, I wrote a whole chapter on it in the book. Nobody cares what your grades are. Unless you're going to do PhD work, in which case your master's degree grades will matter. Nobody really cares whether you make a C or an A. Now, I think you should do a good job and you should give it the best effort that you can. You should get the most out of seminary that you can. But that doesn't mean you have to make 100 on every assignment. Okay? It does not mean that. Your objective is to learn, not to get straight A's. And those objectives are not the same thing. You can learn plenty and make it out maybe with a C or a B and have a happy wife and some kids who've seen you this week.
Amen.
Right? That's the kind of, when I say triage, those are the kind of trade-offs that you have to make. And so I'm giving you permission not to be an amazing academic superstar. You don't have to be. To be faithful in seminary, you do not have to be an academic superstar. And some of you occasionally will just need to give yourselves permission to say, all right, this is not my best work, but you know what? It's the work I have time to do this week, so there. And that's it. Okay? All right. Here's another one. Oh, and you're going to love this. When you study, man, have I gotten a lot out of this. The Pomodoro method. This thing is genius. Okay? Pomodoro is Italian for tomato, and it's named after the guy who came up with it. I forgot his name. But he used a kitchen timer like this. And so he would set it for 25 minutes, and he would do his work in 25 minutes, and then ding, when it went off, he would stop what he was doing, and he would give himself a mental 5-minute break, and then come back. And let me tell you why this works, is that your brain actually heats up when you're concentrating, when you're doing hard academic work or reading or studying. And so it would be like, if you just study, and don't take a break, well, you might make it 90 minutes or 2 hours, but after that, your brain is just fried, and you cannot carry on. When I was working on my dissertation, I can make it to 6 hours doing this method without really losing steam. It's about just giving yourself mental breaks. Now, when you take the break, you cannot pull out your phone. Don't do it. The purpose of the break is to give your brain a break. And so here's what I did at the library, is I would take a lap around the library, and I would leave everything in my little study area, and I would stretch my back and kind of reset my posture and let my brain idle for 5 minutes, and then I come back to it. And then the other thing about the Pomodoro method is after you do 4 Pomodoros, that's about 2 hours, then you take a longer break. Okay? There are 2 websites that I found really, really helpful. One is tomatotimer.com, and it has the things pre-programmed. And so you just set that on your computer, and then it'll beep at you when you're done, and then it'll time your breaks and everything. It's genius. And then the other thing, this is amazing, sounddrown.com produces just ambient white noise of different kinds. I usually like the waves, but the rain was good too. And on the next page, there's like a train, there's crickets, you have lots of options. But for me, like some people can study well with music, music distracts me. But this kind of thing, I just found that with it on, my brain would just zone right in and focus. So experiment with the kind of sound environment that works for you. Some people like silence, some people like music. I really got into this, so that was helpful. Okay.